Hey there, Dr. Rosie, the perfume lady, with another video. This video is about my top 10 best delicious gourmand fragrances for women. So some of them are unisex, but I think they are very well suited for women, and this is why I said for women. But guys, do not let that word women stop you from trying those fragrances, because I think you will love every single one of them. If you try them and if you have them, drop me a note, let me know what you think of those fragrances. So when we come back, I'm going to tell you about these fragrances. I'm also going to tell you about the safety tip for the week, and I will be donating 2 decants from these fragrances to a lucky subscriber again. I know I'm always giving something away, but you know, I have to apologize beforehand. Since I'm traveling for work now, it's taking me longer to get, you know, those fragrances out to people. But I promise you, once I make a promise, I will make doing the promise. It might take me 2 weeks because I come home every other week. Sometimes, you know, I just come home every 3 weeks because I just love the area where I go for work now. So I will be back and I will tell you about these 10 lovely fragrances and my safety tip for the week. I will be back. Alright, we are back. The safety tip for the week is, when you leave your house, always leave a light on to mark your path into your house. And also, if you have someone who's lurking around while you are not home and that person is inside of the house, when you come home, you will know, because guess what? He or she will turn off that light, because that person will not want you to know that they are in the house for you to see them, because they want to surprise you for whatever reason, right? Usually it's not for good reasons, because it's probably someone who broke into your house, right? So leave your porch light on, leave your hallway light on, and if you come in home and you knew that you left your light on, you come home and the light is turned off, don't assume right away that maybe someone broke in, maybe when your children came home or something, right? Or a significant other came home who has a key. But call out first and say, who's here? If your kids are home sleeping, they will say, hey mommy, you know, I'm here. Or, you know, don't go into inside our house. Call their cell phone and say, are you in the house? Did you turn off the light, right? It's the safest thing to do, not to go inside of the house. But if you live alone, like me, if I left the light on and then I came home and my light is turned off, I am not going inside of that house, unless maybe, you know, the bulb went out. But how often will a bulb go out, right? Not very often. So always be careful. Choose safety versus carelessness. Don't just walk into a dark house if you know that you left your light on. It might just save your life. Alright, let's talk about 10 beautiful gourmand fragrances, right? Alright, the first one is a fragrance that you know what, I've had this fragrance for a while, for probably less than a year, but I can say I've only worn it once, and I don't know why. It's a beautiful fragrance. This is the Chronic Rouge Extreme by Bourbon Parfum. This is a floral, fruity gourmand fragrance for men and women. So guys, you can wear this as well. This one was released in 2021. It has some raspberry, some whipped cream, some melon. It has some spicy note, amber, white moss, and believe me, I will post all the notes for you up here or up here, and also in the description box, you know, so you will not miss the notes for these fragrances. This is absolutely beautiful, absolutely sexy fragrance that you can wear anywhere. Okay, you know what? So the first time I sprayed this fragrance on, the first thing I said, you know what, someone needs to check my pulse, because I think I just died and went to heaven, because it is so beautiful. You know, sometimes a lot of people say, oh, you know what, diamond fragrances are dupes, you know, they don't smell nice, but this is not the case for this fragrance, okay? It is not too expensive, it's fruity, the whipped cream, I mean, is, you know, it gives you so much richness, right? I mean, it's not artificial, okay? It's just a very beautiful fragrance. And I tested a sample before I bought it, so it wasn't a blind buy for me. But you know what? I would have been happy with, you know, if it was a blind buy as well, because it is blind buy worthy, in my opinion. But if you are not into strawberry-based fragrances, I would say, you know, don't buy it. Try it first before you buy it. But it is sexy. It's just beautiful. After you wear this fragrance, you would say, hey, Dr. Wolf, I think you were right. This is a very beautiful fragrance. The next fragrance is the fragrance that I think I spoke of last week on the previous video. This is La Capitale by XERJOFF. This is an amber vanilla fragrance for men and women. This one was released in 2018. Of course, you know, Chris Maurice is the nose behind this fragrance. It has some strawberry, some caramel, peach, some leather, saffron, some amber. Oh, it has some bourbon and vanilla in it. I call this Hello Life in a Bottle. This has, you know, it has a little boozy strawberry and caramel notes, you know, that makes it really, really sweet and seductive. And, you know, it has just a little bit of leather, I think, you know, that just makes it very sophisticated. And, you know, it will take it from that, you know, girlish fragrance that most people think that Gourmand fragrances are, and just bring it into a woman territory, right? Because it's sexy, it gives you life, it has, you know, all these sweet Gourmand vibes to them, but at the same time it's very womanly. So it's not like, you know, a girly fragrance that, you know, but it's just a sexy woman fragrance. I just love going La Capitale, and you know, mango is my favorite fruit, and I love going mango fragrances, and I love eating mango. So whenever I find a fragrance that has, you know, smell like mango, I just love on it. And you know, most people don't want to smell like a fruit, but sometimes I like to smell like a fruit. Alright? The next fragrance is a fragrance for experienced people, someone who's very experienced with fragrances, someone who knows what fragrances are about, someone who has worn fragrance for a very long time. This is that type of person who will enjoy this fragrance, okay? This is a masterpiece. This is Roja Sweetie Oud. Oh my gosh. And this is the 1.7 ounce bottle. This is my second bottle in less than a year. This is to tell you how much I have worn this fragrance, how much I love wearing this. It's very sweet, it's very delicious. It's a little bit of, you know, mouth-watering fragrance for me. This is definitely a Gourmand lover's dream, okay? If you like Roja fragrances, because you know his fragrances are very high quality fragrance with really great ingredients into them, and they will make you smell classy, elegant, and addictive, and someone will want to cuddle you, be all over you every time you wear this fragrance. And by any means, just go and find this fragrance. Oh my goodness, I am madly in love with Roja Sweetie Oud. Alright, the next fragrance, and believe it or not, it matches my shirt. The next fragrance is Tribeca or Tribeca by Bond No. 9. This is an amber vanilla fragrance for men and women. So guys, if your girlfriend or your wife has this fragrance, watch her and wear it. You will love it, okay? It was released in 2020. It's been out for a while. The nose behind this fragrance is Michel Almarac. You have some cacao, some hazelnut, you have some cedar, some jasmine sambac. There are some caramel in this fragrance, and I think it has a little bit of musk in it. I've been wearing Tribeca for maybe, I've had it for probably maybe about a year now, right? I am in love with this fragrance. It's an edgy, sweet fragrance. Everyone loves Tribeca. I mean, by no means, I'm not a fragrance expert, but I know what I love and I know what I like to wear, and I know what makes me feel good when I wear them. In my opinion, the cacao in this fragrance brings a very special, warm, note to it, and just anchors the emotion, in the corner, and it just stays on your skin, right? And oh, I have thought, oh my god, I'm gonna smell like a French, But anyway, this is sexy, it's gorgeous. The bottle is also beautiful. I mean, the camera is not doing this bottle justice, but you have to see this bottle. It's just such a beautiful teal color bottle, and the fragrance is absolutely amazing. The next fragrance is one we're not going to sit and talk about so much. It's one of the sexiest cherry Gourmand fragrances that I have in my collection, but it has zero lasting power. This is Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. Tom Ford, you need to make good on this fragrance. You need to find a way to remake this fragrance and make it last, because everybody loves this fragrance, but no one can wear this fragrance for it to last more than 3 hours on the skin, because it just doesn't last. Do something about it, dude. But this is absolutely gorgeous. If you can layer this with something else to make it last, or put it in your purse to wear it more than once during the day, buy it and do so, because it's a beautiful fragrance. It's just so sexy. Alright, Angelique Noir by Guerlain. This is an amber floral fragrance. It has, pink pepper, pear. It has some jasmine, some vanilla, some cedar. This is one of the rarest categories of, citrus-free fragrance that you will find. This is such a beautiful Gourmand fragrance. This is the perfect green vanilla fragrance. Even in the humid areas, right? Like if you are in North Carolina and South Carolina, where it's very humid and very hot in the summer, right? This fragrance will do well with you, okay? Because it is made to live out the heat, okay? It's not cloning. It goes, it's very jammy on you. It just, oh my god, it's so sexy. The green note in this fragrance keeps this fragrance very fresh, right? And you don't have to reapply it, My only complaint is this is expensive as hell. And I was hoping that, you could find this at the discounters. It is not available at the discounters, guys. This bottle is no longer available because they have the other bottles that, they released last year. And I've yet to get one of them, because I'm still enjoying, this just very beautiful unisex bottle that I have. Hopefully I'll be able to buy another one very soon, but for now I'm still enjoying this because I have 2 bottles of this fragrance. Angelique Noir is absolutely one of the best Gourmand green vanilla fragrances out there, and no one can replicate this. I have yet to see a dupe for this fragrance. Alright, now we are talking fragrances. Fève Delicieuse by Dior. Man, this is so sexy. François Demachy created this fragrance. It was released in 2015. You have some lavender, some mint, bergamot. You have some sour cherry, jasmine and freesia, caramel, praline, cedar. It has a lot of notes. There's some tonka beans in this one. This is an amazingly beautiful, sweet fragrance, okay? Oh my gosh. This is vanilla beans and tonka beans, and probably the best in my opinion from the Dior private line, okay? From the opening down to the dry down, you smell the vanilla, you smell the sweetness of this fragrance. You cannot tell me, if you wear this fragrance, that you don't smell like a dessert. Anybody would want to be around you because you smell like yummy, you smell like something that is, people want to eat. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is just heaven in a bottle, sex in a bottle, life in a bottle, whatever you want to call it, it is in the bottle, okay? And one lucky subscriber will receive a 5 ml decant of this beautiful fragrance here. It is so sexy, it is worth sharing with someone. In order for you to win this and another decant of fragrance, just say that you are interested in winning the giveaway, and then you will receive it. It will take me about 2 weeks after this video is released to get it to you, but I promise it will come to you. If you've never tried this fragrance, you are in for the time of your life with this fragrance. Alright, the fragrance of fragrances, Symphonium by XERJOFF. Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Released in 2020. Chris Morris again is the nose behind this fragrance. You have some orange, some mandarin orange also. You have some chocolate, cardamom, Thailand oud, and musk. A very smooth gourmand fragrance. Smell like a pastry, right? It has some bitter orange scent to it. Oh, and the chocolate smell. Oh my gosh. The chocolate in this fragrance will take you to a different dimension, okay? The vanilla, the cardamom, the musk. Oh, it says it has oud, but I do not detect the oud in this fragrance. This is why I cannot say this will make the perfect fragrance for spring and winter, because you can wear this in the fall, you can wear it in spring. Excuse me, if I could smell the oud in this fragrance, I would say this will make the perfect fragrance for fall and winter, but I don't smell the oud. Maybe it's my nose. It has very little oud in it, I just don't smell it, but this is very feminine, but it's also a safely unisex fragrance, so men and wives, both of you can enjoy this fragrance. To me, it leans a little bit more feminine, but it's quite nice regardless of what other people are saying about it. It's a little pricey, but it is worth every penny you're going to spend for this fragrance. Absolutely sexy, absolutely beautiful. My gosh, I love it. The next fragrance is Vanille Havana by Lezendi Mudaba. Okay, so look, addictive, divine, sweet pipe tobacco, right? I'm not a tobacco lover, but for some reason I love this fragrance. It's a little bit, slightly animalic, though it's not listed in the opening, right? Maybe the warm is taking over the animalic note, right? But this is an amazing fragrance for cool months, right? When it's late fall, full winter. I will compare this to maybe Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, but I think I like this much better than Tobacco Vanille because of the warmth that comes out in this fragrance. Definitely it's boozy. If you're not into boozy fragrances, I would say not to try this fragrance, but if you love boozy fragrances, you like when your fragrance go pow, right? So this is the fragrance for you. You will smell amazing with this fragrance on. The only thing that I have with this is a very small bottle, so I will not donate anything out of this fragrance, but it's so sexy. Try to get your nose on this fragrance if you're into that strong, boozy, wintry fragrance. Alright, the last fragrance is L'amour by Cacao. Okay, so Mark Buxton is the nose behind this fragrance. This one has pineapple, okay, red berries, apple. It has some Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, some jasmine sambac. The bottle is extremely sexy. The vanilla and amber in this fragrance makes it last a very long time on your skin. This is sunshine in hot weather in a bottle, okay? That's what I call it. Sunshine in hot weather in a bottle. Look at the bottle. It's very sunshiny. I mean, fruits, it has some roses in it. It blends beautifully, okay? This is a perfectly blended fragrance. Some people say that they think it smells like Baccarat Rouge. That is BS. There is no Baccarat Rouge in this fragrance. This fragrance stands on its own. Okay, anybody who wears this fragrance will smell totally different than anybody else. I love the opening of all the La Mer fragrances. Okay, they are quite magical and they evolve into something, they morph into something different after you wear them for a couple of hours. I mean, the spicy floral in this fragrance, my gosh, makes it so sexy. This is the reason why after I tried this I had to purchase it. And plus, you know what, the bottle is a work of art. Okay, so, and please remember, I do not get paid by any of these fragrance companies to review fragrances. I'm just telling you my opinion, what I think of the fragrances. I have them, I've kept them in my collection for a reason, because I love them, because I love wearing them, even though now I cannot wear my fragrances to work. So I just wear them at night, on the weekends, when I go out, when I go to the beach. Yes, I do wear perfume when I go to the beach. Yes, I do wear perfume when I go bike riding. Yes, I do wear perfume when I go to the gym. Anything else? Go ahead and judge me. I don't care. Alright. Okay, this is it for me, guys. Remember, when you leave your house, leave your light on. One light, a porch light or one light in a hallway, so you'll be able to see when you're coming home. You'll be safe. Don't forget to eat the dessert, buy the fragrance, wear the fragrance, buy the shoes, and more importantly, forget about the haters. They are always going to hate. Stay beautiful, look sexy, take care of yourself, be good. I will see you next time. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye now.